Okay, everybody, welcome back to Concept Pending. This is our big season 1 finale, where we're just going to do a little recap, and then we're going to walk through something that Heroes and Villains been cooking for a while. Got Myra here. She's going to help me recap everything and then show off something we're extremely proud of. Yeah. So how you feel about season 1 here so far?
Season 1 was great. It was a lot of fun. It was really awesome to have a lot of the people in the office kind of come in and volunteer and get there.
We wind up kind of siloed. We kind of wind up working in tunnel vision. And one of the nice things about it was getting people in here and getting to talk with them.
Yes, because with us, being the design team, we're just kind of in communication with 5 people, but there is a whole range of people behind the scenes that make all this happen. So It was really cool that they all got a chance to also participate and get to nerd out and have some fun.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Any favorite moments?
Oh my God, trivia.
Okay.
Who doesn't love trivia?
I mean, everybody loves trivia. I am from the great state of Oklahoma, and one of the secondary school activities is quiz bowl teams. And when I was a sophomore, we took state.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hope you got a Letterman jacket.
I did not.
Trivia. Okay.
Yeah, no.
The story was a lot cooler.
Well, it would have been cooler. But then I don't know, be weird. Like wandering around, you got a Letterman jacket, but it's just like, I don't even know what the patch would look like.
Trivia master.
Big question mark.
Yeah.
Starting to look like a supervillain. Yeah. Okay. All right.
What was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment, honestly, was getting to talk about Superman because, but also that whole episode was fun because we had like Nate and Dave and Greg Wolverton on, and those guys are always fun.
Oh yeah.
Like you get them together, and they've been around with the company for so long that like it just they bounce off one another. And Doug, and it was.
Yes, that was definitely a top one for me as well.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like what we've done so far this season is we've kind of discussed how we do things. We've kind of had some fun talking about pop culture and whatnot. And, we hope you guys have had fun too. But we have one last real kind of thing we want to talk about. It was announced the other day on Instagram and other social media channels for Heroes and Villains. We are launching a line of travel bags and luggage.
Here they are.
Our first collection is Star Wars themed. You've got Empire, you've got Rebel, and the last one's Jedi. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm. The Holy Trinity.
So do we want to open one up and kind of take a look inside?
Yeah. So for this guy, we really wanted it to be very modern. So we kind of did away with the pesky zipper that ends up getting caught on everything and inevitably busts. So we did an aluminum frame with these TSA approved latches that have the lock. So it's a little combination lock. So it's really easy to get in and out. I actually traveled with these last month. Yeah. And being a woman, I overpacked. And I literally was standing on top of them and like very easily like clamp. So it was way more convenient than a zipper. And then of course we have like the mesh pocket zip interior to kind of keep everything from falling out when you pop it open.
But it's mesh so you can still see what you put in there.
Yes, right? Yeah. So not everything is like super confusing and lost. And then we have our nice Heroes and Villains branded lining all throughout the bag. And this guy actually has like a little double duty. So it is used to kind of compress your clothes down and to keep it from falling out. But it also has organizational pockets. And as an added bonus, it comes completely off. And then you can use it as a toiletry bag.
When you get to your room or wherever, yeah.
Yeah, or you can use it to kind of organize your little gadgets or whatnot. But this is our suitcase. We also made sure that this had...
So you said those are TSA locks, right? So that means that you don't, if you do check the bag, you don't have to worry about whether or not TSA can get in it and perform their, inspections if they have to, right?
Yeah, so it's basically locked to all of the strangers in the world that want to get your goodies, but the TSA agents can get into it without having to break it and that kind of stuff. So with this guy, we also made sure we had like the 360 round
spinners.
wheels. Yeah.
Nice.
So there's one thing I hate isn't going to the airport and it's just getting caught and flipping around. And this guy just kind of glides all over the place. And then even for the handles, I wanted to have kind of like the soft close, kind of like hydraulic pull down thing. I mean, you know, if you're the Death Star, wouldn't you have this kind of technology?
I mean, you would hope so.
And then the telescopic trolley handle with the branding. So when you're rolling around, everybody knows where you got your suitcase from.
Right.
And the exterior, got to give a shout out to our boy AC, because not only is he just like one of the best illustrators in the world, he is an awesome 3D designer. So he helped mold the exterior part of it. So that was really cool. Thank you, AC. You're awesome. And we wanted it to look really in world, because if there's one thing about the heroes and villains customers is they love to cosplay and they love to go to conventions.
Right.
So while they're at the convention, I mean, they have to carry stuff too. I'm sure they want to go shopping and stuff, but they also have to look camera ready at all times.
Absolutely.
So having to take all your bags and put them aside and someone can steal them. No, you could put them in your, you know, suitcase and it looks like it's part of your costume.
Right, because it looks like a crate that you'd find in the background or just, you know, sitting next to an X-Wing or something, right?
Yes, definitely. So that's kind of what was the initial inspiration. So I know I mention him a lot, but I love him so much. My husband is the biggest Star Wars fan. So for our anniversary 2 years ago, I took him to Galaxy's Edge. He had never been. And of course, we did not venture to the other part of Disney. We were there like all day, and I just kept seeing these cargo boxes everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why. They just seemed so interesting. And then when I got home, I had like 1,000 photos of the cargo boxes and like 10 of us, because I just thought they were so cool. But at the time, we, as a company, we had never done luggage before.
Right.
So in my mind, I just kept thinking that would make a really cool suitcase. But as luck would have it, we actually got a project from a different customer that wanted us to make a molded makeup bag. Well, when I was sourcing that factory, I realized they also did luggage. So I kept poking and poking and poking, and then eventually they agreed. And, you know, it was a whole year endeavor of back and forth because we wanted to ensure that you guys had, you know, something tailored to you guys.
It seems to have paid off. Everybody who's seen those in person has been floored. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like everybody in the office, every time they've been traveling, has been like nicking them so that they can use them and test them out for us.
Yeah.
Big quotes, test them out for us. So I see you've also got maybe like a little Arabesh card on there, like a translate tool.
So it's something I know in past conventions people have asked, so what does it say? I don't know the language off the top of my head all the time. So we started including these nifty little Arabic alphabet translator cards, and they're actually wallet size. So you can pop this into your wallet and have it ready at all times and just nerd out to your friends and be like, hold on, I know what that says.
Little universal translator there.
And this actually says this side up, and then this one says fragile. And then with this too, like, again, we just wanted it to look really in world. So this looks like, you know, if you have a cargo box, they probably have like a QR something that they can scan. So really
like
official.
riveted on there and makes it feel just a little bit like it's one of our own little greeples on there, kind of making it feel. Yeah.
And these are carry-on size. I did a lot of research. While we know that not all of the airlines agree to the same dimensions, I did find kind of like the average, and I've actually taken this on 3 different airlines. 2 of them were European, and none of them gave me problems.
Okay.
Because I know that that's kind of been like a comment on, well, sometimes it says carry-on, but then you get there. But again, I cannot promise, but from my experience, I have not had any problems.
Right. Mm-hmm. So you're trying to like maximize the space while also hitting the, you know, most guidelines. Right?
Yes, for sure. For sure.
Okay. And like I said, so we've got Empire, we've got Rebel back here, and Jedi. Mm-hmm. Okay. And we've got some other bags that go with it, right? We've got like duffels and things.
Yes. So that's coming out next year. But along with the suitcase, we actually also did packing cubes.
Oh.
So I don't know if you've ever traveled with them.
I have. My wife has gotten some really cheap ones. Yeah.
Well, ours are decently priced. And they have some really cool Arabesh tags. And they just, again, look very in-world. Mm-hmm. Everything looks like it belongs on the Death Star and the X-Wing.
Well, to be fair, when I said cheap, I meant like questionable origin. Like, yeah.
Yeah. And again, I tested them and I, again, overpacked. And those were great because not only was I able to organize all of my clothing, I added an extra zipper around so you can over zip it and then it compresses it down.
Nice.
And since the top window is mesh, so it lets all the air out so that it compresses down. And then along with that, we also did some luggage tags that, again, it looks like a tag that you would put on a cargo box.
Perfect. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we wanted to make sure that you guys had the whole travel set together.
Well, I mean, obviously, if they're going to be heading out cosplaying as, Sabine Wren or, some random stormtrooper or whatever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So any other travel gear plans you can tell us are coming? Or
I will divulge. We could edit later if we can't. But this is kind of just the beginning. We do want to expand and offer an entire assortment. And when we travel nowadays, you have different bags that service different needs. Mm-hmm. So with this, going forward, all of our backpacks will have that sleeve in the back where it'll kind of just slide in here. So it doesn't, you're not trying
fits
to.
With it.
Yeah. Cause I know like right now, the bags that I've had, I'm like constantly getting the shoulder straps and trying to like tangle them on there.
Exactly.
Because you're carrying too much stuff. So
and if you don't do it right, it tips over. And,
yes. I regretted taking the other carry-on I had because it was constantly like tipping. But so our backpacks will have that feature going forward. We are going to be doing duffel bags as well, some toiletry bags. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know about you guys, but when I travel, I always have to have my water bottle. Because it's one thing when you're really thirsty, but you're sightseeing, and the last thing you want to do is try to find a store to get a water. And this trip I took, those hadn't come in yet. But having to have a water bottle in your hand the entire time was so annoying. So we are going to be coming up with some water bottle slings. So they're fully insulated, but they also have a ton of pockets and storage just so you can
keep like your wallet and stuff.
Yes.
And it's like it. Yeah. So it's like a crossbody or a sling or something, but it just carries a water bottle also.
Yeah. So, so stay tuned, guys. We got a lot of really interesting, fun stuff coming 2025.
Well, let's see here. I got to say, if anybody's excited about the potential for season 2 or is as excited as we are, it would be wonderful to hear from you.
Yes.
Like what you guys, what you might want to hear, what you might want to see, which episodes were your favorite this season so that, maybe we could give you some more of that kind of content if you liked it. But yeah, this one's kind of short and sweet this time, but we're kind of wrapping it up. We wanted to say thank you to everybody who's taken the time to watch, and stay tuned. We're looking into what we can do to bring a season 2. So make sure to follow us on socials at Heroes Villains Brand, and visit our website, heroesvillains.com. You can also follow the podcast itself at Concept Pending on, platforms like Instagram and whatnot. Also, we'll see you guys at New York Comic Con. We've got something really, really special cooked up. Mm-hmm. We think you're going to like.
You might.
Yeah. We'll pay attention to the comments, and we hope to see you again.
And we do read the comments, guys, so leave them.
And cry. We cry so much. That's a wrap on season 1, guys. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.